against Croatia. There's the route to the final then. Holland against Argentina, Croatia against Brazil, England against France. And tomorrow we will find out the last of the quarter-finals. So, Annie, it was all done by half-time. It might seem a little bit perverse to talk about the Brazilian goalkeeper, but if they're going to win this, as much as they're good at one end, they need to be good defensively, and Alisson was in fantastic form tonight.
He was, and I always think it's incredible when a goalkeeper doesn't really have to do anything in the first half and then comes out with an incredible save. You know, he's sort of cold, hadn't had anything to do in the first half, and then he does this. An incredible save, you know, a great shot from Hwang. But look at that save, you know, top hand. And you got to remember as well, he's keeping out Ederson, who's the Man City goalkeeper. You're two of the probably number one goalkeepers in the world. You know, Brazil have got those to choose from, and this is why really he's keeping Ederson out, because of these types of saves.
And this is the professionalism, isn't it, Roy? You're 4-0 up, but your goalkeeper he's the one player really not interested in easy.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed with this. Listen, he can't do much with this. I think there's a couple of deflections along the way, but he'll be disappointed. But he'll still be, in terms of the saves he made, nice gesture coming off there. But again, we've said it many times before, an outstanding goalkeeper.
Yeah, Weberton coming on means that all 26 of the Brazilian... 4-0 at half-time at Stadium 9-7-4. That might be how many goals Brazil score at this rate. They've been absolutely brilliant in the first half. The only thing not up to scratch is their coaches dancing. The rest of it, fabulous football, choreographed celebrations, maybe a little bit Mickey-taking as well. And Graham asked us at the start of the game why Brazil were favourites for the World Cup. Maybe we now know. Jogo bonito, is it? The beautiful game.
I mean, if you had said to Brazil... how do you want Korea to play tonight? It's exactly like that. Let's make it a slugfest. Let's take Brazil on and try not to score them. They've been an absolute shambles, Korea. I mean, they've been fabulous, Brazil, on the front foot, great individual skills, a couple of great goals, collective goals, but it's just been way too easy. I mean, it could be 7 or 8.
I can't believe what I'm watching, really. Obviously, brilliant from Brazil. Lovely finish there. Fantastic, a great start to the game, the first few minutes. South Korea all over the place. Look, I've never seen so much dance. It's like watching Strictly. I just can't believe what I'm watching. I really can't. Brazil, fantastic. South Korea, my goodness, I can't believe what I'm watching.
I love it. I think we're at a Brazilian party. You know, this is why Brazil are the favourites. This is part of their personality, their flair. But South Korea have made it easy. You know, they're playing 3v3 at the back. If they've done any studying, they would have seen how Serbia set up against them in the first game. This is the penalty incident. I do think he's a penalty.
That must have really hurt Richarlison, eh?
Yeah.
Someone kicking his studs.
Jung, but there's no way that's going to get overturned, because he's clearly the defender has kicked him.
But look at this penalty.
What's this?
I mean,
Lewandowski did this yesterday.
It's just it's personality. You know, you can say, oh, he's you know, they're not respecting South Korea, but I think that Neymar would have done that against most teams. It's just they're enjoying themselves out there. It's a party.
This is the team goal of the championship coming up, isn't it? 3-0.
This is 2 centre halves.
Yes.
And Silva. I mean, I don't know what this is. A tennis head. I don't know.
So that's Marquinhos.
This is Marquinhos back to
Thiago Silva.
And the first time pass from Silva is just a delight. You know, he pings it. It's a great first touch from Richarlison. Watch this, it ends up Marquinhos here, and he pings it. This is a ping pass, look, ping. Great first touch from Richarlison's
confidence is through the roof, isn't
unbelievable.
it? That's what happens.
And the weight of the pass is fantastic from a central defender. And again, he's running, obviously a great run. Lovely, again, it's the first touch. He's in on goals. Lovely, so simple but brilliant.
See the weight on the pass, from Marquinhos.
Haven't got a bit of dad dancing in there as well.
It tells Richarlison the ball's not for me, and he gets it eventually off Silva.
I think you've got a debate now out of what's the best goal that Richarlison.
I thought you said the best dance.
No, best dance.
Well, one's a brilliant goal, the volley against Serbia, and that's just a fabulous team
goal,
isn't
I mean,
it?
two goals in tournaments so far. But this,
sorry. Go on.
This is where I think South Korea are just, you know, they need to figure out in the second half how they're just going to keep the score down. But this is an amazing volley from Paqueta, great little dink from Vinicius Jr. But South Korea have got...
Is this Mickey taking now?
No, I don't like this. I know, and he's made the point about culture and it's the way, but I think that's really disrespecting the opposition.
What, because it's 4-0, because they're doing it every time?
It's 4 and they're doing it every time. I don't mind the first kind of jig, whatever they're doing. It's the one after that, and then the manager getting involved with it. I'm not happy with it. I don't think it's good at all.
I mean, that goal was in the 36th minute, and there were 3 more very good chances. So whatever South Korea are trying to do, they're not doing it.
I don't know what Paulo Bento, the Portuguese coach, has told them. I'm not sure what the game plan was. Looking at it from early on, it was, we can take this team on in an open game of football. What a mistake that is. They've got punished, and it could be really embarrassing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Serbia set up against them in the first game brilliantly. Brazil were very, very frustrated in the first game. They set up in a block. Serbia made Brazil go on the outside. South Korea clearly haven't watched that game because they've just let Brazil run through them pretty much.
I think
to win the ball back into the hard yards, which you don't always get from the silky players.
That's only the second goal they've conceded in the tournament. So that starts from the front, as we showed early on in the show with Carlson. And we've showed there the collective pressing to get the ball back and then express themselves.
Richarlison did it again this evening, didn't he? Again, the 2 sides of the game. You need to get in this team with the level of competition for places.
That what makes a great team. Of course, is when you're out of possession, what you can, because you've got the talent, and we've seen it tonight. It was great. It was a joy to watch it live. And this goal is just, again, I love the fact is South Korea couldn't get the second win, but Brazil, 2 centre-halves connecting, first touch. I'd watch this all day.
That's a poor header.
Up the game.
That's a poor header.
They couldn't get up to speed. They couldn't get going the first half. Again, they were 2-0 down after 15 minutes, no way back. But the first touch, the speed of the passing, it's just so, they make it look so simple, but it's not. Even the way that this pass has come to the first time, that's a central half. Striker, love it. Honestly, I'd watch that all day. Fantastic.
Are you content now to see and say that they're favourites?
Yeah, but I think for the other big teams, I think for England watching that tonight, they'll be saying to themselves, well, we'd be a very different team to what Korea were. Korea played the naivety which was beyond belief at this stage in the World Cup. They really did. What kind of game did they think they were going to get against Brazil tonight, other than Brazil that want to get on the front foot, they want to show how clever they are. Get into the game. Half an hour clean sheet, 25 minutes clean sheet, and see where the game's taking you. But from minute one, they thought we'll take Brazil on a slugfest. There was always going to be just one winner. It was naive. I mean,
they left 2 up right at the start, didn't they? You were all saying, what are they doing here?
Naive in the extreme.
Yeah, it was too much for them. But again, listen, it's easy when you're sitting there. They're stuck at it the second half. Okay, Brazil switched off and they're getting ready for the next game. But they stuck at it, they got a goal, and they took something out of the second half. You give them a little bit of credit for that.
I actually think, South Korea scored in the final added minutes in the last game. I think the emotion of all of that, a lot of them were crying, they were really emotional after the last game. Maybe that they brought that into this game. They couldn't really focus and get their heads on in terms of tactically what they needed to do to stop Brazil. Because it was very emotional, the last game, and credit to them. But the first half, they to set up like that against Brazil, they were really asking for it. But they didn't concede in the second half and they got a goal.